Breaking news, everybody. Kate Middleton has officially announced that she's been diagnosed with cancer. This is truly, truly shocking news. She just made a video announcement. I want to play it with you guys. I haven't yet watched it. As soon as it came out, the first thing I said was that I want to watch this live with you guys. So let's see how it goes. Shout out to BNO News for posting this video. Let's go.
I wanted to take this opportunity to say thank you personally for all the wonderful messages of support and for your understanding whilst I've been recovering from surgery. It has been an incredibly tough couple of months for our entire family, but I've had a fantastic medical team who have taken great care of me, for which I'm so grateful. In January, I underwent major abdominal surgery in London, and at the time, it was thought that my condition was non-cancerous. The surgery was successful. However, tests after the operation found cancer had been present. My medical team therefore advised that I should undergo a course of preventative chemotherapy, and I'm now in the early stages of that treatment. This, of course, came as a huge shock, and William and I have been doing everything we can to process and manage this privately for the sake of our young family. As you can imagine, this has taken time. It has taken me time to recover from major surgery in order to start my treatment. But most importantly, it has taken us time to explain everything to George, Charlotte, and Louis in a way that's appropriate for them and to reassure them that I'm going to be okay. As I've said to them, I am well and getting stronger every day by focusing on the things that will help me heal in my mind, body, and spirits. Having William by my side is a great source of comfort and reassurance too, as is the love, support, and kindness that has been shown by so many of you. It means so much to us both. We hope that you'll understand that as a family, we now need some time, space, and privacy while I complete my treatment. My work has always brought me a deep sense of joy, and I look forward to being back when I'm able. But for now, I must focus on making a full recovery. At this time, I'm also thinking of all those whose lives have been affected by cancer. For everyone facing this disease, in whatever form, please do not lose faith or hope. You are not alone.
So there you have it, you guys, the official announcement. I'm just going to bring it back to the front just to see, take a good look at Kate, because it's been a while since we've seen Kate clearly. This is the first time since December that we've actually been able to see her. Now, when I zoom in on her, I see, wow, she is just so thin. So Piss Morgan was right when he said that Kate Middleton, a source of his, said that Kate Middleton looked thinner than ever. But as I look at her, I'm like, the face doesn't match up to the faces we've been seeing of that lady who was very puffy and much heavier, remember, in the car? And then the woman who looked much younger than this, who was skipping around super quickly. It's all so strange. And look at this. This video is all they needed to do. She didn't even need to announce that she had cancer, back when she was going through the abdominal surgery and stuff. She could have just done this simple video saying that she went through surgery, everything went well, thank you for the well wishes. Why couldn't they just do this from the beginning? They dug their heels and said they weren't going to give us any kind of information. We weren't going to see her until April, but that led to all of this hounding of her when they could have just done this from the very beginning, the way that Charles's team did. And by the way, how shocking is it that she and King Charles have the exact same story right now? What are the odds that in your family, two people go to have King Charles had like some kind of, prostate surgery. But what are the odds that two people have to go get a surgery, and then after they're doing their labs, after the surgery, they find out that they have cancer? Like two surgeries at the same time, two cancers diagnosed at the same time. It's mind-blowing to me. It really, really is. So as I'm watching this video of Kate, I just thought about how sad it was. And like just looking at her and how frail she is, it makes me sad that she went through this seemingly alone. We didn't see any members of her family, including her parents, her sister, or her children visit her in the hospital. Like, it feels like she was alone this entire time. And then like when you saw that botched Photoshop job go viral and really just destroy the reputation of Kensington Palace. And then for them to come out and blame it on this woman who's going through cancer, it made me feel so sad for her. The way that she has been used and abused by this family and thrown under the bus, while she's dealing with this. Why couldn't William help cover for that? And so when you look at her, let me keep this on mute. So when you look at her hand in this photo, what do you see? Because at first, when it came to the Mother's Day thing, people were talking about, why doesn't she have her ring on her finger? She always wears her ring. People said, oh, well, she's at her house. It's a big ring. She's not going to wear it at her house. Well, why is she here in the backyard of her home wearing a ring then? Right? So it makes you wonder, like, what was going on with that? Like, that was another thing that helped contribute to all of the speculation surrounding her relationship with William and everything. So now, you guys, all of these conspiracy theories that have been floating around have been put to bed, at least somewhat, right? This 1000% is Kate in the video. Okay, you guys, there's the ring. But this Kate does not match up with the Kates that we've been shown this entire time. The one that was heavy in the car just a couple of days ago or a couple of weeks ago, the one that looked younger. Like, why couldn't they just do this from the very beginning? Like, their team truly, truly botched this entire situation and added a lot of undue stress onto this woman in her life. And it's truly, truly unfair. Listen, I'm really sad to hear that Kate has been diagnosed with cancer. That always is a very scary word to hear. But I believe that she is in the best of hands because she is the Princess of Wales, nonetheless. So, and she does sound very confident that she's going to be making a full recovery and everything like that. So I am happy to hear that at the very least. And I'm so glad that they stopped digging their heels in and they just released the damn video. How um how hard is it, to just sit there and thank people for their well wishes? Like I said earlier, she didn't even have to mention that she had cancer, but I'm glad that she did nonetheless, and that she's being transparent with people, because King Charles talking about his cancer helps, and Kate talking about her cancer as well. These things help to raise awareness. These things help remind people that you need to be going to the doctor regularly. You need to be completing your annual testing and stuff like that to make sure that everything's okay with you, right? And I think that it helps kind of lift some of the stigma and worry and anxiety that comes with a cancer diagnosis, right? Just seeing people beat this, right? It just gives you hope. I feel like the more you see people beat cancer, the more you feel like hope. Like, this is not a death sentence or anything like that. So thank God that everything seems to like it's going to be going. That sorry, thank God it looks like everything is going to be just fine for Kate, just like it looks like everything is going to be just fine for Charles. But again, you guys, I am still just utterly stunned at the fact that both of these two people went through surgeries at the same time and went in there not even thinking about cancer, and then they come out, do all these testings, and find out that there is cancer. Like, that's crazy to me. So I do want to know how you guys feel now that we know that this is what's going on and what has been going on with Kate Middleton. So when we look at all of the conspiracy theories that have been floating around, what was being said, right? People were hinting at a divorce, but in this announcement, Kate talks about, Prince William and how all of this has helped, keep her morale high, and how he's really been there in her corner and everything like that. So do you feel like that's off the table now? Like, this is it? We can stop kind of speculating about what's going on? I, for one, am satisfied with this explanation. I do believe that this is the reality of it. And I'm sad. I'm really, really sad. It always sucks to hear that, like, someone has been affected or diagnosed with cancer, right? Anyway, best of luck to you, Kate Middleton, moving forward. I do hope that she continues to be rather open about her process and her healing and her recovery and everything. She did say that she's in the beginning stages of chemotherapy. Her hair looks, let me pull this up. Her hair still looks, full and beautiful and everything like that. But it does start making me wonder, is that what was going on with the wigs earlier? Because I remember before she disappeared last year, she was wearing these like wigs and stuff. So is that what was that Then again, that was before chemotherapy started because she only just started chemotherapy, but I digress. Anyway, her hair looks great. I wonder if it's natural. I wonder if it's a weave. I wonder if it's a wig. I don't know. She might be having some help because typically your hair, especially the density and the quality of your hair, starts to be affected when you go through chemotherapy, right? But you could just see it on her face that she is absolutely exhausted. And that's just what's so shocking about this. This does not at all look like the same woman that we saw skipping and hopping down the farm stand at all. It really doesn't. Hmm. Anyway, you guys, that's all. Thank you so much for tuning in. Make sure to subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. I will continue to be providing royal updates as they come. And of course, I do also cover reality television in general, celebrity and pop culture news.